All right. About to get going here. I'm going to switch up. We're going to try a ranger this afternoon. See if I like that a little bit more than the thief. Which means we're going to go through the tutorial stuff again really quick. Plus the tutorials were not on yesterday. So hopefully I'll be able to understand a little bit more. Because the tutorials should be on today. I'll double check them here in a second. Hang on. My post did not go out on Facebook. Alright. Did go out on Twitter, Blue Sky. There it goes. Alright. We are live on all the places. One for All says, I'm looking at playing the Divinity games too. Got to get ready for the new game even though it's a few years out. Yeah, you might as well. Give me 2 seconds here. Somehow, my charger... This is the problem of having cats. Well, I normally like the thief, and I didn't. I liked the thief yesterday. However, there were some things as I got deeper into that island, that starter island, I was like, oh wait, I'm gonna want to do this instead, and I didn't do that, and I didn't want to like change that build. So you know, we're playing around right now. It's the holidays. We're gonna go play around with a couple of things here. All right, let's while I'm sitting here. I need to make sure that the tutorials are actually on this time. That would have been in-game. Yes, show tutorial boxes, all. Reset on new game, yes. Okay. So let's go ahead and start anew. Yeah, we'll do classic mode. I'm fine with that. All right, should be good to go now. All right, good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, I should say. It's not evening yet. Buenas tardes por ustedes que hablan español. Estamos aquí jugando un poco de Divinity Original Sin 2. Estamos vivo en YouTube, Twitch, Kick y TikTok. Todos los videos entre los streams están publicados en YouTube. Entonces, sígueme allá. We are not going to do... Okay, welcome to character creation screen here. See, none of this was here when I created my character the other day, so... Nice. Alright, understood. Origin character or create a custom hero. I don't want to use an origin. I definitely want a custom. That's fine. We are going to create a custom elf. Okay, knowing what I know now, I want to try a ranger. We'll come back to that in a minute because I am going to want to redo some stuff. Definitely want to rename him. Face number one's not bad. Hairstyle, what do we got right now? Just like normal all flowing locks. Ooh, that's interesting. No, I think we'll keep that. Skin color bisque. Bamboo. Alabaster. Oh, wow. Turf? I like shale. Shale's pretty cool. I think a mosquito got in here when I opened the door to feed the cats. Hair color... Timberwolf. Ooh, I like that. I like Timberwolf. Crow's pretty good though too. I like how they give the hair colors for the elves are like the names of animals. Timberwolf. Yeah, we're gonna go Timberwolf.
Oh, almost got me that time. I'm ready.
Greet the Reaper for me. Greet the Reaper for me.
I'm ready.
Almost got me that time.
Ah, we'll do Scholar. What's up, Voicey? Devon says, personal Elven Ranger with some warfare, you become a DPS nightmare. Nice. Okay, now this is where I need to check some of this stuff. Civic abilities are non-combat abilities. They come in handy when you're not solving a situation through conflict. So they gave me Lore Mastery and Lucky Charm. Extra Treasure? I don't care about that at all. I would rather choose Persuasion, please. Combat abilities. Spending points on combat abilities generally increases the damage you do in the skill schools you invest in. However, there are other benefits as well. Read the description of the skill schools to fully understand what the invested points do. Okay. Huntsman. Increases the damage when attacking from high ground. Fire damage. I'm a ranger. Am I going to be doing fire damage? I feel like I would be better off taking a ranged bonus. Yeah, ranged, please. I don't see the need for pyrokinetic. Although, what is this? Target a surface in target a surface in melee radius. Elemental damage matching that surface is added to your ranged weapon attacks and ranged weapons-based skills. Huh. JP says rangers by default use huntsman and pyros because that's what it looked like. Heals a target for 8 vitality, cures crippled, knockdown, bleed. Alright, yeah, we need to. A normal arrow that deals 24 to 31 physical damage and then finds another target within 5 meters, forks up to 2 times. Cripples the target. I'm gonna switch out that. Yeah, I want pen down and first aid. Attributes. Panel shows the primary stats you can spend points in after you level up. Primary stats have a direct influence on your secondary stats. Oh. See, yeah, none of this was in my, when I did the character the other day, because the tutorials were off. God damn it, that mosquito. It's gonna drive me nuts, guys. Tengo que aprender esto. So what are secondary stats? Finesse-based weapons and skills. Wits allows for detection of the extraordinary. I'm not gonna be a trap detecting character. I don't see what good that does me. Because I'm assuming I'm going to get like a rogue or somebody in my party who's going to do that for me. Because it's a party-based game. I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to put memory, I think. That way I can have more skills and better skills. Now, are there other skills that I can... Talents determine a character's unique features. Select talents to complement a creature's abilities and attributes. I don't know what special arrows are. Corpse Eater lets you eat body parts to access the memories of the dead. That is such a unique thing to this world, like being an elf that can eat the dead. Duck Duck Goose lets you evade attacks of opportunity. That sounds pretty cool. Shooting arrows will inflict bonus elemental damage depending on the surface you're standing in. Heals you when standing in blood. Oh, I definitely want to be able to talk to animals. How do I take that? I think I have to get rid of one of these. Although, mnemonic. I definitely want to be able to talk to animals, because that was the whole thing, was we were coming across so many animals. I was like, I need to create a ranger. Pet pal. Yes. That makes sense as a ranger. Okay. Okay. Tags determine what options are available to you in dialogue and how the world reacts to your party members. Custom characters have race, gender, and background tags. Origin characters have unique origin tags. Okay. I'm going to take Outlaw for sure. Intelligent and curious, your appetite for learning full exchange bloodshed. I've never really played this, Belloc, so it's not really nostalgia for me. It's mostly like, hey, this is... Divinity's making the rounds. I don't really know the Divinity world, so this is the one that they did just before Baldur's Gate 3, so I don't mind jumping in. It just hit Switch 2 and PlayStation 5, and it's making the rounds right now, so I figured it's a good time to maybe play a little bit over the holidays. I'm gonna maybe go... Let's see about Noble. Okay. I think that's good. Yes. So we're going to redo the boat. Can I skip this? We just did this the other day.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon. Easy now.
Okay. So we just did this yesterday. So we're going to kind of speed run through the boat because I want to get to the island again.
So it wasn't a dream after all.
No, it was not a dream. I don't think any of this really matters because ultimately we're going to end up on the beach anyway. Toppled crate is blocking the doorway. Face the crate and press X to bring up the action menu. Select move. See? Yeah, all of this was missing the other day. This is so nice to actually have this have this teach me what I need to do instead of trying to fumble my way through and figure it out.
Sky, freight,
Oh, this will be interesting because I can talk to animals now.
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
Fresh meat. Nice. Plump. Banded like a chicken's leg, too.
Wink and say her fleece would fetch a far better price in the black market than your flesh.
That may be so, but look at the flies. Ban wisdom. Flies know when a creature will die. And it's around your head they're buzzing, not mine.
How many playthroughs have I done before? None. I did a partial playthrough back in 2019 because I wanted to check out the game when they were announced as the company doing Baldur's Gate 3, but I've never actually done a full playthrough of Original Sin 1 or Original Sin 2, and I've not played any of the games that came before.
With two shakes of her stumpy tail, the sheep turns away from you to peruse her hay-filled manger.
We tried the Rogue the day before yesterday, I think. Today we're going to try the Ranger a bit. You wish you could experience again for the first time? I think this is one of the rare games that my brother has played through all the way that I haven't. Look around and see if you can find a key to this door. Dude, where did we find it yesterday? Oh, that's right, it was over here. To easily pick up many objects, hold A to create an active search area. Okay. Orders from the guard steward. Several of you bypassing the cargo hold security with sliding boxes under pressure plates. That literally tells you how to solve that puzzle that's ahead. Use a backpack to store grenades, arrows, or potions. Place it on your hotbar to quickly access its contents. Pepperoni says I've played this game something like 10 times. Nice. Add to hotbar. Why not? Oh, I also want to add the healing potions to my hotbar. For sure. No worries, JP. Crimson says I played BG3, but not this game. Yeah, I played BG3. So I mentioned this when I played a few days ago, but for some of the people who might be tuning in for the first time today, when Larian Studios was announced as the company that was going to be doing Baldur's Gate 3, I had never heard of them. So I immediately came and GOG had a discount on Divinity Original Sin 1 and Divinity Original Sin 2 definitive editions for like $15 or something. This was back in like 2019. I promptly went and bought both games, played, I don't know, 15, 20 hours of Divinity 1, Original Sin 1, and then played like another 10, 15 hours of this game all the way back in 2019. Saw that they did indeed know what they were doing, went away, never finished either one of these games. How do I just equip this? There we go. So I've haven't had a chance to actually play through them all. Dave says about 30 hours in, really enjoying it. It's tough going up until about level 4 or 5 though. Yeah, and you can also there's always like easy mode that you can use as well if you find things a little overwhelmingly challenging. Like, that was one of the nice things about Baldur's Gate 3 was there were a lot of people that had never played Dungeons and Dragons before. One of my blessings of coming to that game was I was pretty intimately familiar with all the D&D rule sets, and I played a lot of D&D over the years. But for some players, it was like, oh my god, this is overwhelming. There's so many things to do, and it's like, yeah, you don't have to worry about any of that. Just put the game in easy mode. You'll be good to go. Like, you don't have to worry about knowing the rules if you just put it in easy mode.
Hey, get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while.
What's in it for me?
Set me free and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think.
Yeah, no way I'm getting involved.
Suit yourself. But we're all in the same boat here, so to speak. I'll await your return.
People were recommending Fane, like to play as a playable character. I mean, you can play one of the origin stories. I'm playing a custom character.
The Magister guard snorts and sniffles as he sleeps.
I'm gonna boop
You're
his
almost
nose.
impressed that one man can make such a phlegmy racket.
Is my shift over? You here to relieve me?
They play just fine on a controller.
Oh wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer.
Target
What
snapping.
Are you doing here, filthy elf?
I'm literally playing on a
Choose
controller.
your
So.
words carefully.
I'm on the PC, but I'm playing with a controller. I don't do mouse and keyboard. Okay. We're gonna go for a finesse persuasion.
Those idiots can't even walk straight without mucking it up. Was it Rick's? I bet it was Rick's.
Yeah, I mean, I think if it's your first time, that's a great discussion. Wow.
Can't just leave the prisoner alone though. I heard he might be the one causing trouble upstairs.
Speak boastfully every day as a prisoner warden. And the guard can go ahead. You've got this. Nope. I need level 2.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offense intended. You hear that, Emoire? We're taking a walk. Keep your hands where I can see them.
So I think that's a great discussion point, which we will spin out into a YouTube video for later on. But for those of you who are here live right now, we just had a great question over on TikTok from Next Gen Gamer Dad. Said, I had heard to play as Fane, but I may go back and do a custom character. Whether it's this game or Baldur's Gate 3, one of the unique things that Larian has done as a company is create the ability to not only to be able to do custom characters that have no background, and you get to make up the background. It's your character. You can do, you have your own backstory, or you can go through and play an origin story character, which already has their own unique backgrounds, histories. There's cutscenes to go along with those characters during the character creation process, so that you can get a little bit more of who they are and everything else. And then they bring all of their own baggage to the table. So I think if it's your first time playing a game like this, Pepperoni's saying GamerDad, I think Fane or Ephon are the best for a first playthrough. Right, if it's your very first time playing the game, I think you really do. It's just, do you want to have a unique experience that you fully control, where it's your character and it's your background, or do you want sort of a guided experience where you're stepping into the role of another character, which is no different than like if you've ever played like the God of War games, and you're playing as the God of War, if you're playing Star Wars Outlaws and you're playing as Cave S, or you're playing insert name of the third person or first person adventure game here where you are playing as that player character. I think that's really one of the really cool things that Larian Studios has done with these games, is give you the choice. It's just more player agency of saying, do you want to be able to play your own story, or do you want to play someone else's story? Either way, you're gonna have an adventure that's gonna be fun. But that player choice and that player agency, because one of the things is, like, obviously we just saw, my character has some unique dialogue options in this conversation based on my stats, right? But if you are a origin character, there are additional dialogue choices that show up based on your background. And that's something where they've added that flavor to the game, where it's, you still get all the flavor if you're playing your own character, but it's based on your class decisions, your racial decisions, in this case, talents and other things, or tags, I think is what it is. So yeah, it's kind of up to you. Next it says, that's what I enjoyed about Baldur's Gate 3. I made it custom and it was more enjoyable. Yeah, I think it's just about player agency and what you're going to prefer for your playthrough. I'm doing, since this is kind of like, it'll be my first official playthrough of this game, even though I dabbled back in 2019. I'm doing custom because I like to control my own character, and because part of what's going on here is the origin characters, just like in Baldur's Gate 3, you're going to adventure with the origin characters. So you're still going to get to experience the origin characters in your party if you choose to take them, and you could still partake in their story from a peripheral perspective, right? So you might not play as Fane, but you can still have Fane in your party. I think his backstory is really cool. You can still have Ephon in your party, so on and so forth, and their stories still play out for you, just like in Baldur's Gate 3. Like, if you have Gale in your party, his story is very powerful. Shadowheart's story is very powerful. All those characters have powerful stories, and they are very impactful to you as a custom character. But then, if you play as those characters, you get a completely different perspective on what they're going through because you're playing as those characters, which also I think just adds to the it adds to the replayability if you find these games incredibly entertaining, All right, so what do we have here? I don't have a bow yet. Oops. How can I move things around? No, 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 no. How do I... This will be something I would love to know how to, like, how do I move things around in the hotbar? Guess we'll figure that out later. Oh, hang on, there was something here. A little late for that. I could have used that during the beginning of the fight.
Empty.
Someone said something yesterday in one of my videos which I didn't think about. Hold in hand. Now, I don't know how to throw something. Maybe I have to go to my inventory. I was wanting to throw it straight from the... Alright, so poison can be exploded. That's what someone had explained to me the other day. I'd forgotten that I was like that. Yeah, it's not just simple as just move it. It's not wanting to let me... Like, I don't see a way to move something on the hotbar. Like, at least not with the controller. Like, I would love to know how to... No, I just threw a candle, JP. What I wanted to do was like move this over to a different place. I think what I would have to do is go over here. And like put that skill over there so that it's off of the hotbar. And over there on the far right as opposed to where it was. Igniting poison. I don't know why that pop-up keeps popping up. Okay.
Not the most
Oh, you can pick it up
elegant
again?
solution, was it?
Well, I'm going to hold on to that because I might be able to throw that again. Deck of cards, deck of cards.
And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
I've already addressed it. Published a video earlier today, and we recorded another video during the previous stream of Skyrim, which I will publish later, which has so go watch the video that I published earlier today, which is my stance on what Sven says, and I'm 100% on Sven's side. And then during the Skyrim stream, I have not cut the video out to publish it yet. I will be doing so later tonight after I finish up everything. We also went and looked at Daniel Vavra's take on things. He is the head of Warhorse Studios. And we had another discussion during the Skyrim stream about an hour and a half ago. I will be cutting that out later tonight. That's not published yet, but it's in the middle of my Skyrim stream from earlier.
Empty.
My, these smelling salts are strong stuff.
Yeah, I really loved what I've seen about the wizard too. I'm like, I want to play a wizard.
There you are. Not too tight, I hope. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. You'll find him on the other side of the
I don't know why
deck
this
in
one
the
keeps
officers'
popping up.
quarters.
Press wide, open your hotbar, move the cursor to image and plus X. And it's like, I've already seen that multiple times. I'd like to bathe and dine. Please ring for the servants.
Oh dear, I'm afraid you're a long way from home, milord. A long way from the little bells that make footmen come a-running.
Stigman, I don't know what to say to that. Any tips for people that are not good at turn-based games? It's not rocket science. Like, I mean, turn-based games are the easiest of all the types of games to play because it automatically pauses the game for you. So you have an infinite amount of time to make decisions
Fingers pressed to her lips.
and
She pauses
play.
to give you a scrutinizing gaze.
Plus, there's multiple levels of difficulty, so you can just put the game on story mode and not even worry about any of the
You
mechanics.
do well, I'm sure. A new life awaits. And if you're a particular... Is he?
She frowned.
Why, for my...
Currents of
My... There you have... For your own...
By the way, we did this yesterday. So Y, X. I don't know why it keeps prompting that one to pop up.
Good gods. There's been a murder here.
So, hey man, crayons.
That right.
Nothing wrong with
I
crayons.
always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Here to register, sir. Good. You faring okay so far? Glad to hear. You head on it.
That way, we already did all this the other day, so I'm not interested in like rehashing all of these conversations.
So you admit?
Yes, I did.
She turned.
There are others.
Good. You there, sorcerer. Go and fetch Magister Sewer.
She reaches.
I'm just about
Subdue him and
She smiles.
press.
Big explosion. Crimson for me needs to be right for mine. Just stop rushing. Yeah, I think the big thing with turn-based is just everything's. Just think about it as everything is slowed down. So just there's nothing wrong with just taking your time. Everything can be, I mean, especially in combat, everything is paused. Please have a bow inside of it. Yes, twig with a string. Oh my god, it's not an actual bow. It's a twig with a string. That's fucking hilarious. Yes, I now have a bow equipped. Thank you very much. This time I gotta remember, don't stand in the fire. Last time I stood in the fire and I got roasted.
The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from its wet black nose and continues scratching.
What's the matter, buddy?
The dog notices you for the first time and snarls. The hairs on its back prickling as it lowers itself into a lunge.
Sorcerer!
It sneezes suddenly and paws at its nose once more.
Can't smell. Can't breathe. Too much sauce. Too much. Too much. Please, make it stop.
I'm not the one who did this. I'd stop it if I could.
Sorcerer!
The dog whines.
I had the option to put it out of its misery. I don't feel like I need to do that.
Not long before
Poor
this
guy.
thing snaps into splinters!
Alright, let's avoid... Oh, that's a proper bow, I think. How can I compare? Oh, it's the same. Well, whatever. I prefer the name of it.
Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull!
The marking on the door was you press your palm against the door to open. It doesn't budge.
Okay, going up top. He's toasted. Alright, now I have multiple abilities at my disposal. Very cool. You can have AI companions in pretty much all the old MMOs, Stigman. EverQuest 2, EverQuest 1, all have companions, mercenaries. Lord of the Rings Online, you can summon the... what are they called? You can get a token to pull the... There's the AI guys that follow you around in the... There's an... I can't remember what the name of the instances are. There's the instance camps that you can go do in Lord of the Rings Online, and you can hire that NPC companion comes with you when you do the instances, but you can also get a token that allows you to use that NPC to follow you around in the actual landscape. Star Wars: The Republic has companions. Elder Scrolls Online has companions. World of Warcraft, I don't remember if World of Warcraft does companions. Well, they do these days in the dungeons and stuff. Followers, for the follower dungeons, and in the delves. Ow! Jesus. Does it use an action to examine? These fuckers get 2 attacks, man. Oh, I just realized one of my abilities is missing from my hotbar. Oh, it disappeared. Oh, probably because I'm not. That was like a hand. That was like a hand-to-hand ability. This is not. Okay. Ninja over on YouTube says, question for Divinity 2, is the magic like Baldur's Gate 3 with slots, or is there a mana pool? I cannot answer that question, but maybe somebody in chat can. Any of the chats can answer that, maybe. Is there a mana pool in this game for casters, or is it based on slots? Now, last time I abandoned everybody. Alright, I'm going to turn to the lower deck, look for survivors.
You're gonna be the death of us.
So go straight down. Where's the ladder, kid? I don't care about the Magisters, do I? Oh shit.
Wait! Void Woken!
These beardless bugs won't sink a ship on my watch.
JP says spells in Divinity are based on action points. The more action points you have, the more you can cast or actions and attack. So it's all action point based. Everything cools down as soon as the fight ends. That's good to know.
They who are about to triumph.
I'm ready.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
I've faced worse.
So are they automatically all gonna escape now?
This old tub is about to burst.
Nice. Okay, so essentially you come down here. That was what I didn't do with my other characters. I just like, then they were all pissed at me when I met them in the...
It's Magister Siwan, the one who put on this damn collar.
Oh, we got a bunch of XP for that too. Oh, so in this case, they all leave without me. So in the other one, I left without them, and in this one, they left without me. That's some funny shit, man. And guess what? We're waking up on a beach, kids.
Those Voidwoken made short bloody work of the ship.
That's funny.
Am I the lone survivor?
I don't think you're the lone survivor, sir. But we'll find out shortly. Hang on a second here. It's always the beach, yep. It's always a beach. Okay, here. People watch science fiction become conspiracy theorists on what AI will become. That's funny. All right, welcome to the beach. Someone over on YouTube, this is in the comments section, just asked, I followed you for a small amount of time. You seem to have an abundance of knowledge in all these different topics and things. What did you do to just keep improving your knowledge? I'm 34 years old. How do I keep learning? Like, what is the tip? Stay hungry. I think the moment you become complacent is the moment that you stop learning new things. Also, I would say something that has helped me over the years is I've always been like, I got kicked out when I was 15 and I needed to pay the rent. So needing to eat and not wanting to be homeless has made me always look for opportunities and always be pursuing the next evolution of whatever it is. I never went to college, I never finished high school, and I have had now, I had a construction company, I had a writing company, I had the travel blog company, and I've done 2 game studios, and now this. And in between that, I've done public speaking, I've published 25 million words, I've done a bunch of books. I was a travel writer, travel photographer for like a decade. But I've had 5 LLCs and S Corps, bought and sold companies, worked with a huge amount of companies around the world, and I think all of it is just because I didn't want to starve. I remember when I quit doing construction. This was right when the internet was like, this is like 2007. I don't even know if Facebook was around in 2007. I think it was right around the time that Facebook was getting going. I didn't have any social media presence before 2007. Sold my truck, sold my tools, fired my 2 guys, shut down my S Corp, started traveling the world. And when I started writing, I quickly discovered that I had to have a website, and there was this new thing called social media that I was going to have to get to like market myself. So I had to suddenly learn how to create websites. So I had to learn WordPress, I had to learn HTML, I had to learn PHP programming, I had to learn how to make all that work. I had to learn how to do images, I had to learn how to do photography, I had to learn how to do video editing, photo editing. Like I had to learn all of those things if I wanted to survive. And that is something where I think if you have the motivation to, if you're always hungry, then you're always going to be learning, because that process has never stopped, because the evolution of the internet and the evolution of the tools that we use, if you don't have the knowledge to use those tools, then you're not going to eat. And if you're someone else's bitch, always, if you're always relying on someone else to give you things, like your employer, the government, someone else, I think you're going to be setting yourself up for an eventual shock when you find that the industry has moved on. Whatever industry you're in has moved on without you. So for me, always staying I don't want to be homeless, So that's always pushed me to go above and beyond. And I think there's also a little bit of, I don't want to say arrogance, but it's a little bit of ego and a little bit of arrogance, which is, I never finished high school. I never went to college, and look at all the shit that I've accomplished. And everybody used to make fun of me because I grew up on a ranch. I was homeschooled for a few years. I was just a redneck construction worker, rancher from Missouri. And people look down on you because you're from the backwoods, you're a hillbilly, you're a redneck construction worker, blue collar, you're never going to amount to anything. And I'm like, bitch, I've built and sold companies. I think there's a certain level of personal, you can call it arrogance, you can call it pride, you can call it ego. There's a certain thing inside of me that's always said, fuck you, I will prove you wrong. I don't know that every person has that. I don't know that that's a taught thing. I don't think that's something that you can learn. I think that's just a personal thing that you have. And I also do have a type A personality, which is, I don't work well under someone else's thumb. I need to be the person in control of all that stuff. So I don't think that that's something that can be taught. Some people are followers, some people are leaders. There's nothing wrong with being either or. It's just a thing that everyone has. So I don't think that that's, that's the username is that legit tech 7534. So I don't think there's any one tip I can give you other than just stay hungry and always be learning. Because if you ever stop being hungry, the moment you can get complacent and lazy is when you stop progressing. And I think that's when, and there's, everybody reaches a point where they just want to stop. Like Sean Connery, just decided he was in his 60s or whatever, and is like, I'm done. I don't want to be an actor anymore. I'm retired. But up until that point, he had always pursued the next project, and at some point he just said, I'm done. I want to spend the last 20 years of my life playing golf and doing nothing other than playing golf and eating at restaurants. And I think everybody reaches a point where they just don't want to do it anymore. I've not reached that point. I'm looking forward to that point. I have an end goal, which we've talked about a lot in the channel member videos over on YouTube. Like, I'm trying very hard to be to the point. I could theoretically retire today and probably survive. It wouldn't be as comfortably as I want it to be, but Chris and I could get by with what we have and everything else. But I don't feel like that's enough yet. So I'm trying really hard to get us, by the time I'm 50, I'm going to be 46 in January. So I've got a few more years left ahead of me where I'm going to run this as hard and as long as I can, take this as far as it'll go. But I've mentioned this before. I've been making and living in front of a camera since 2008. I will probably continue to be in front of a camera even after I'm retired until they put me in the grave, because it's easy money in the sense that whatever it is that I'm doing after I'm 50, whether it's, I've talked about how I'll probably be renovating a property and documenting that process over on the other YouTube channel. Chris and I have talked about getting back into travel and like doing travel videos again. I'll be doing something, and I'll probably still be, I really just want to focus on writing science fiction and fantasy for the rest of my life once I hit 50 and just push out books. So I'll probably still be using social media and or whatever the evolution of YouTube and all this other stuff becomes in the years ahead. But I won't be as hungry, I don't think. I mean, maybe my perspective will change when I'm 50, but I am still hungry for more and wanting to pursue other things. I don't know. I guess it's just going to depend on where I'm at in another 4 years. I have no idea what I'm going to call that video. But that was a good question. And then flip side, the next comment that I saw, which YouTube held for me, is from Chase Monahan 9595. Renfail, yeah, sorry, but people who enjoy turn-based games have to either be virgins or cucks, or you only have one brain cell. So on the one hand, we get really intelligent people who ask us great questions, and then we have somebody telling me that because I like turn-based gameplay, I'm a cuck or a virgin. That's being a content creator in a nutshell. Right there, everybody. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. By the way, I think I figured out what is, I'm going to have to dig into it deeper, but this is the second time. So every day now, we're 3 days in a row, every single one of my TikTok. So we multi-stream on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. We've been doing TikTok for like 2 months now, along with Kick. Anyway, this is the third day in a row that my TikToks have gotten hit with violations for what they're calling content reproduction. I don't know what they're referring to, other than I've noticed a trend, which is every time I pause the video Every time I pause the gameplay and we talk about something and I tab out to go look at something. So like earlier we were out on Twitter and I had shown this screen because we were reading through Twitter and it flagged this as reproduced content. So for some odd reason, I think the AI with TikTok is considering it's like I'm not showing the game that I've tagged. So I've told the program that I'm playing a certain game, but then I go out and I look at a website and we're looking at images and we're reading text and I'm spending 10 minutes discussing something. For some odd reason, TikTok is viewing that as a violation of reproduced content, and it's so. By the way, this is the second stream. This is the third stream of the day. The Skyrim stream was fine. If you remember, the morning stream was what did we play this morning? Fallout 76. During the Fallout 76 stream, we tabbed out. It got flagged, and then it immediately got appealed and got back. And then I used it when we were in Skyrim. We started this stream being on, and then it during the AI discussion, it got, and I submitted an appeal. But it's funny because we've been doing conversations like this forever. I've been doing this for 4 years. I always pause and have conversations. TikTok does not like it when you pause and have a conversation while you're looking at something outside of the game, apparently. I guess there are rules if you're going to be using TikTok. I don't know. I am starting to I'm trying to get TikTok to the point where it's monetized, so I've been trying to use it as often as I can, but I'm starting to get really annoyed by it because it's been the past 3 days in a row. I wish this would stop showing. Something about you've discovered a waypoint. Fleeing combat allows you to escape to any discovered waypoint. You can also travel through waypoints. That seems like a bug where that one's like constantly showing up. Why is that commenter kink shaming me? Says. I've been playing so much Skyrim, I'm immediately going like, quick, pick up the flowers. Press wide, open your hopper, move the cursor to an empty slot, and press X. I don't know what it wants me to set there to get rid of this fucking tooltip. And it's not letting me get rid of that one. I may need to go look this up and see if there's like a Reddit thread or something that tells me about that one. Let me Google this. It's a known bug in Divinity Original Sin 2 and several workarounds have been suggested by the community. Primary solution, restart the game. Disable tutorial message in the settings, but this... Open the escape menu, look for an option to disable tutorial hints. Switch hotbars. This bug can sometimes occur when a specific item or skill is added to the hotbar. Oh, you know what? I wonder if... Can I See, it specifically has got me on the controller. Let's see if that worked. If not, I'm going to restart the game and see if that fixes it. All right. This should be... By the way, is there any way to, like, manually pause it like you could in Baldur's Gate 3? I don't see any way to do that.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship.
Hey, I just figured something out. If you, dude, I was trying to figure this out. If you down press the right thing, it suddenly highlights all the lootable objects. And I was trying to figure that out yesterday if it was Alt or Tab or something. Okay, and then if I do the left one, it allows me to do this. Which then allows me to go, hey, I want to sneak attack. Target is too far. So I need to sneak up a little bit further. I would love it if I could, like, pause. I'm gonna get seen here. Is there no, like, sneak attack? Dude, I don't need you to whisper creepy things at me. No, man, these things do double attacks. That is some gnarly shit. Very cool.
These bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
Apparently not. So there's an independent cooldown happening, so that means I can just basically go over here and say, I don't want to use a health potion. I can just use this spell, and then it's got a cooldown that's just going to cycle while I'm adventuring. That's cool.
Drowned and eaten by a Voidwoken. I wonder in which order.
I'm already feeling I'm already enjoying the Ranger way more than the Thief, everybody. I definitely feel compelled to want to try this. And I can talk to him because I have the talk to animal thing.
This blasted isle is teeming with them. What's that? Yes, I did see how it made short work of the great Acorn servants. Quite right, very impressive. But that is no reason to trust it. Giants like that destroyed our forests. They are the very reason the great Acorn is returning in all its wrath.
The great Acorn! That's hilarious.
What? Dear me, have you taken leave of all 6 of your senses?
You would have me use this giant for a shield? Why would I?
Oh, I forgot to mention something else. Let me get through this dialogue really quick. JP said something earlier I want to comment on.
Cunning devil,
I have a
Corvus.
channel member video.
Of
We're going to
course.
talk about it in a
If
little bit more.
defeated the great Acorn's vile servants, it can do so again.
Give me a second.
We need only follow in its big, wide shadow and be safe.
That's funny. So JP said something earlier. I think it was JP. Where's it at? I missed it. Someone said something earlier about on YouTube. Something about a weird thing on YouTube today. Every once in a while, oh, there it is. Every once in a while, the comment window says you must be a subscriber to comment. That's because I started putting every single discussion video that I do, not game guides, like the game guides, TV show reviews, stuff like that, are normal. But I have started flagging every single discussion video. There's a setting in YouTube where I can set it to this so that only subscribers can comment on those videos. And it has literally, I should have started using this years ago. It has eliminated like 95% of all of this stupid spam shit and stupid comments that I was getting from trolls. And so it's probably just falsely telling you, hey, you need to be a subscriber, even though you already are. But yeah, no one can comment on my YouTube videos anymore unless they're a subscriber. And it's like, because here's what I noticed when I published. I started using this about a week ago, and there's a con to it, which I'm going to talk about. We're going to do a channel member video on YouTube here, probably this weekend, talking about it, because there is a con. The pro is that I don't have to spend nearly as much time moderating or taking care of comments now, because all of those dipshits who just rage and bail, they just don't leave comments now. But I'll talk more about that later, because I was saying when I published like 3 days ago that video about we were talking about Larry. We've talked about Baldur's Gate 3 being a dark game, and as soon as that YouTube short went out on YouTube, Twitch, and here's how I know it's an AI bot campaign, because usually what'll happen is usually what happens at the end of the day, I go and publish a short. It's a YouTube short, Instagram reel, and a TikTok video, and I publish it in all three places, and they independently will do different things. Like it might go big on YouTube but not on Instagram and TikTok, or it might go big on Instagram but not on TikTok and YouTube. But when it goes viral on all three places, and that one went viral. This is about 3 or 4 days ago. That one went viral in all three places, and overnight racked up like 300,000 views on TikTok, 500,000 views on Instagram, and like 150,000 views on YouTube. And all of the comments from on YouTube, you have to be a subscriber to comment, right? So the YouTube short had all the views, but only had like 8 comments because they were from subscribers. Instagram and TikTok had like 750 comments on each video. And all of the comments were like copy and paste. Baldur's Gate 3 is not dark, it's vanilla. Baldur's Gate 3 isn't dark, it's vanilla D&D. Vanilla D&D. Oh, BG3 isn't dark, you don't know what you're talking about. It's like a giant AI bot campaign that just somehow spawned, and it's a bunch of people who also seem to hate turn-based gameplay and are accusing, like, it's like these AI bot campaigns who are by people who are mad that Expedition 33 won Game of the Year, and they hate Larian for being turn-based games, and but it's definitely bot campaigns. And it's the funny thing is like they can't comment on my YouTube videos, so it's all on my Instagram and TikTok. And yeah, they have like hundreds of comments, but I woke up in the next morning, it was like, oh my God, I've got like 1.5 million views across this one video, and thousands of comments to go through all of a sudden. And you go scanning through it, and it's like it's all the same copy paste shit. And I was like, yeah, I'm so glad that I have that feature over on YouTube to like weed that shit out. All right, you are quite welcome to follow in the shadow.
Gads! It speaks our tongue, Quercus. Hush before. What do you mean a good time for introductions? You know full well who I am, you silly old cat. The great Salora, grandest of the... Oh, introduce myself to the giant. I shall do no such thing. You give away your trust too easily, my dear steed. No, we will have the giant march. In time, we'll see whether it deserves our confidence. Now, onwards! Shield! Venture forth, post-haste. The great Acorn waits for no one.
This is hilarious. So he doesn't actually join me as a companion.
Aye, the giant takes notice of its charges. Dear me, it has questions, Quercus. Why, yes, I suppose answering them is the polite thing to do.
The polite thing to do, yeah, yes, indeed.
Speak, Shield. What are your queries?
What is the Great Acorn?
A giant body, but no giant brain, eh, Quercus? Surely even the tall folk know that Rivellon was bare before the great Acorn fell from above and seeded the Earwood, covering this land in beautiful, perfect forests.
Onward, Quercus! I love this guy.
Beautiful and perfect until the giant races, no offense, realized they could use it to build their houses and fuel their fires. They carved the Earwood up, and the forests shrank and shrank. None of the original wood remains. But someday, the great Acorn will fall again. The forests will be reborn, and the giant races will be wiped from this world. At least that's what I hear.
So where did the acorn come from?
Oh, Quercus, it wants answers. As if it is the first creature to ponder the big questions of the universe. What tree did the great acorn fall from? Where did that tree come from, if not a greater acorn? Could you build a nest great enough to store the great acorn for the winter? Some questions have no answers, Quercus. Why is that so difficult to understand?
Baldur's Gate 3, Stratica. It's the most modern.
The great acorn will come.
Definitely start with Baldur's Gate 3.
It will destroy the world, and squirrels will reign supreme forever.
It's the most modern. It's got, I mean, it won every game award known to man because it is a great game. So if you've never played an isometric turn-based RPG, go play Baldur's Gate 3. Definitely play Baldur's Gate 3. Expedition 33 is not the same thing. Expedition 33 is a combination of Souls-like, action-based RPG, and turn-based game. Whereas Baldur's Gate 3 is straight up a top-down, isometric, turn-based RPG. It's great. And this is a good game. I would say if you like your Baldur's Gate 3 experience, then you could come back and play this, which is Divinity Original Sin 2. I don't think Divinity Original Sin 1 is that. It's definitely more dated, has less features, it's less polished. You can definitely see the progression that Larian made from Original Sin 1 to Original Sin 2 to Baldur's Gate 3. But definitely, if you've never played an isometric turn-based RPG, Baldur's Gate 3 all the way. And if it's your put it on easy mode, put it on story mode. You don't have to worry about the mechanics that way. Just put it on story mode. The fights will, trust me, the boss fights will still be challenging even on story mode. But that way you don't have to worry about the mechanics and stuff, and you can still get all the amazing cutscenes and everything else.
What do you say, Quercus? We once believed it was good, but now... No, quite right. As terrible as the giants have been to us,
Yeah,
We
this
do
is
not want
very
to see
tactical.
them wiped
And
out.
I would argue, I've had people in the past say that, oh, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous is a better game than Baldur's Gate 3. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's not. It is a great game. Owlcat did a phenomenal job, but I would never in a million years recommend a new first-time isometric turn-based game player go play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. That's a recipe of telling someone that if you are a new player and you go play Wrath of the Righteous as your first turn-based isometric game, you will abandon it and you will never go back and play turn-based games ever again. That game will immediately turn you off to turn-based gameplay if that's the first game you play. It's a great game, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Pathfinder Kingmaker, also a great game. Both of those are even more tactically and technically difficult and challenging and hard to understand than this game. They have so many mechanics going on. Definitely Baldur's Gate 3, because it's easy to understand. It's modern. It's got all the quality of life features. You can play it on any device. It's Forgotten Realms. Everyone knows Dungeons and Dragons. So, and it's just a phenomenal fucking game. Period.
Rather, we must find a way to live together in peace, giant and squirrel.
I quite agree.
Although it would be quite a bit easier to get along if the giants would stop turning our home forests into spears and ships and things, wouldn't it, Quercus?
Indeed.
Perhaps the shield will let them know as much. Indeed, Quercus. Let's be off.
All right, so we... Now, I wonder what his dialogue is now that I rescued him this time.
Yes, you recognize him from the lizard turns about.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers.
All right,
You
so this will
have
be
my
slightly
gratitude.
different.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a
Glad to be of
Yes,
help.
I'm sure you've... Now then, if there's nothing further, I'm sure I...
He sighs.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this memories?
He looks out over...
As for my... I see continents. What do you mean?
Suddenly...
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus.
Of course, everyone
Or
in
do you
Blue Blood knows the
really
Red
very
Prince.
sa- I am, of course.
There's a brief...
That said, the grandeur...
All right, travel with me, buddy.
Fine. On one, for reasons I've reason to believe. Jolly good. So now that even
We
if
went
you
through this
are
all the
as
other
a
day.
born fight very well.
The Red Prince not...
Now, as your luck, of course, there are...
Okay. Nope! This stupid thing is still here. I love it. I play all my games on controller. I do not like playing mouse and keyboard. I pretty much only play mouse and keyboard on games that are like in early access and force me to. Otherwise, I don't. And I don't really play early access games unless the companies have reached out and given me keys or have sponsored me to play, because I've got way more other important things to do. Yeah, Pathfinders can be pretty brutal.
Hello, kitty.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop following me.
Yeah, somewhere along the line I've played Torment, yep. Are you feeling okay, kitty?
Huh? Yeah, fine. I'm fine. I'm not sure. It's all a little foggy.
Where did you come from?
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose focus, and with a jerk he turns away from you.
Okay,
The
poor
cat's
guy.
eyes are...
He's drugged or something. I don't remember where I found... There's another companion we ran into. I don't want to go up there yet. That leads to like a cutscene or something. Yeah, I don't want to go up there yet. How do I get out there? I don't know how to get out to the bottles of water. I have no idea if the shells are worth anything later. Maybe they're just for crafting. A teleportation spell later on? Oh, that might be true. Cooking pot. Ooh, a shovel. We'll use that to dig. You've picked up a bedroll. Use it to rest and heal your party. On the cooking pot, do I need to pick up the cooking pots to use them and like bring them with me, or how does that work? Oh, I'm warm now suddenly. Huh. I could swear I did Tides of Numenera like a couple years back in the First Impressions playlist, but I don't see it either. I don't know. Huh. I never did like a full playthrough of it, but I've definitely played it. You need a cooking pot for food with a combination system. Okay. So I need to pick it up and bring it with. Yay for being overburdened at some point. Not yet, but it's gonna happen. You just know it. I am a loot ninja. That's weird. Can we not get up there? I'm guessing that might require like a strength roll or something.
I've spotted something.
Ooh. Ooh, I got a special bow. Fuck yeah. My inventory is almost full, goodness gracious. Yeah, buddy. 150 critical chance. Definitely equipping that and quick saving. Man, I wish you could jump in this game like you could in Baldur's Gate 3. That was another really cool feature of that game. I missed a path back over here. It's not an RPG if you're not overburdened.
I wonder where this leads.
Now, someone left a tip on one of my other videos that said you can use some sort of a stomp to clear this poison up ahead. I don't quite know what they meant by that.
Unlike any you have ever seen before.
Oh, this is Fane. That's right.
How an
Skeleton.
damnation? Ah! Why, it's a face that I would not. I could then.
The skeleton grabs the.
Because you so. Oh, don't be ridiculous. I can indeed at least a cult. But I will find them. Where I suppose you seem more excellent. While we are conversing, of course, the arc. I could do that with one hand. Splendid. Very well.
Okay. I don't think that actually... Is it the corpse that's... It doesn't look like it's poisoned like it was last time, so I wonder if I accidentally, like... Nope, 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 nope. I just ran through something that's poisoned. What the hell did I run through that was poisoned? That right there? Yeah, I think it's very hard to see because of all the grass. All right. Well, I think we've cleared some of it anyway. That's where the quick save. I think it's all cleared now. Now, last time, they wouldn't all follow me up. This time, they did. Perfect. Alright, before I level up, I need to go check on all the animals, because no one's here other than me, so I gotta make sure everybody's good. And I probably need to bring the cats in, shut the back door. Give me a couple minutes here. All right. Sniffling, crying. Mid-act shade on Twitch says I'm banned on YouTube for trolling. Maybe don't troll. I don't know. I don't know who you are on YouTube. I don't know what was said. I don't know if maybe you were trying to spam links and the system banned you. I don't know anything.
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding
What's
a
wrong,
child
kid?
quiet. And
There are monsters here.
Why are you scared of
Lizard
lizards?
Master was a lizard. She sent us here. Me, Ma, and Pa. She was not a nice lady. Lizards aren't nice ladies. It's their fault I'll never see Ma and Pa again.
Alright. Stay strong, be tough, kid. Guess what? It's my basket now. Uh-oh. I took something that's not mine. Or maybe that's what that's warning me not to take things that aren't mine.
Where is she? You go with us. Who are you? Are you from the shelter? She says nothing of another. Fire, alas! She is so late. A Magister offers
explain?
to help us flee. A Tutor. She says there are many Magisters who do not agree with the Bishop. She says they bring us to safety.
Okay.
But a Tutor is overdue. She promises to come at noon. We are afraid to stay, afraid to leave.
Where exactly Atusa's
She
meant to
says there
take
is
you?
a shelter in the marshes outside the fort. She says she brings us there first. She knows a safe path. We wait for a boat, and
I've
then
never
we...
trusted the
Atusa is
Magisters.
different.
Atusa's different, okay. Alright, this is where the turtles were the other day, if I remember correctly. Oh, I should level up. God, I wish this thing was not constantly popping up. Is there a way to, options. Can I somehow switch back to mouse and keyboard and maybe that'll clear it? Here, let's do a quick save. Let's go to the main menu. Out of sheer curiosity, can I then switch over to mouse and keyboard? No, it's like... Let's see if just reloading it this way clears that. Because that's a weird thing that keeps popping up. And it's overlapping the other tutorial. And they said it could be from like a bugged skill or something, but I don't know what skill it could be bugged by. Alright, I need to level up. It's on for the whole game for anything that you haven't seen before, correct? I looked up a bunch of stuff and the number one was just restart the game, and I'm like, at some point, yes. I think I want to go Huntsman. Find or buy skill books. Definitely take Persuasion. Lore Master. Geomancer, Pyrokinetic. Let's do Pyrokinetic for now. And level up your intelligence, sir. Leveled up. All right, let's see if we can't take care of these.
Can you feel
Wow, so on my other playthrough, it automatically just attacked it, but I have talked to animals, so I had the option to talk to it. Can you feel the darkness approaching? I too sense a troubling presence.
Does it cast a long shadow on you as it does me? My heart frosts over.
So my thief character today, it was just like immediately, you know, you're in combat here, like they attack you, but here I have the chance to talk to him first. That's cool. I wonder if I can avoid a combat encounter here.
It threatens to consume me. It threatens to consume all.
Well, they didn't immediately attack me. This one did the other day, though, so I wonder if I'm allowed to talk to this one. Nope, nope, we're gonna get... Yep, never mind.
Transforming.
I don't use a mouse. I use controller for everything. It's just AI talking for me. All right, we're gonna have to take out the big boys. So let's go. And an attack of opportunity. That was nice. Oh! Ow! Okay. Oh, we also set ourselves on fire. Why? What was underneath us that got put on fire? I didn't see. I mean, could it hurt any more than we're already... I don't know what surface was underneath me that was able to get caught on fire. Oops. Okay. There was oil underneath us? I totally didn't pay attention. Turtle's Kiss. on fire, so. Carrot.
Too much seawater, by the looks of him.
Foolish to attempt an escape by sea in these waters.
Don't die, sir. I think we all got a little toasty. Ooh, wizard armor, water essence, turtle's claw. That's a wand.
Deplorable.
Oops. No, didn't mean to
agreeable conversation.
talk. I want to loot. Now the question is, if I go into my inventory, does Fane use a wand? And if so, and also wizard armor. Oh, we've got different, hold on, I actually need to pay attention here. Let me toggle. Hang on, I gotta figure out how to do this. Little wonky. Select. Actions, send to Fane. There we go. So I'm wearing leather armor now. Okay. How do I select between the characters? Like so. I still have to move the cursor over though. Okay. Equip. Hang on, what's this one do? 2 to 3 poison. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. Alright. Now we're a little better equipped now. Okay. There's like a shipwreck over here. There's some dead Magisters up there. Better quick save. Oh, we're not. We might not want to do anything here. I'm like really low on health. What just happened? I healed him and he died. Oh, is it because he's undead? No fucking way! Hang on, quick load. Oh no! Oh no! Ikizi says yes. That's hilarious. That is truly hilarious. That's some old school D&D stuff, like the undead. If you try to heal them, they die. Oh no! That is hilarious. How does he heal? Can he use a healing potion? You give Fane poison bottles to heal him. Oh my goodness. Well, can he go stand in a poison puddle?
This again.
A group of Magisters circle an elf, weapons drawn. The hound barks to draw their attention.
Sir, we've got company.
Ah, planning an ambush with this scion, were you?
Not towards the cornered elf. That was hardly an ambush.
The witch don't fool me. She's wrecked this ship by herself, with a collar on.
I tell you, I am no witch. The spores do this. If I do not find the rest.
Store the elven hedge magic. Weren't much use when we flooded your forest with death fog, were it? Lucian said it was a necessary evil. Me?
As long as he stands in a poison puddle, he will heal every turn. That is a brilliant mechanic, by the way. Just from a roleplay perspective. That is hilarious. Yeah, Hempmine, totally. That is a really cool mechanic. I don't know who you are on YouTube, Maniac. Sorry. Like, I no clue who you are on YouTube. You claim that you're banned on YouTube and you're chatting on Twitch. I mean, honestly, like, I have 63,000 people on YouTube. I have no clue who you are. You would need to DM me the specifics of your username and all the details and all the other stuff. Like, I have no idea if you are banned or if you're just, like, did you post something that YouTube didn't like and so YouTube, like, blocked you? Like, I don't fucking know who you are. So you can say everything you like, but you're going to have to just reach out through, like, DM me on Discord with all of your details and I'll take a look. But you claiming something on Twitch doesn't solve anything because I have no clue who you are on YouTube. Like, I don't recognize your username. Sorry. You can use necromancy spells on enemies, and when their clerics heal them, they will be damaged instead as a side effect of necromancy. That's crazy.
I try to give you a chance. More than your divine order give mine.
Oh, sir. Her armor!
The scion twitches in sudden rage, and her armor uncoils, as if made of living vines.
No more chances.
Oh, snap.
I've got a new stick for you to chew on.
We are not healed. This is not going to go well. Also, there appears to be, like, armor class and other stuff at play here that I'm not intimately familiar with. Yeah, I probably should have, like, healed up before I came here. I would need to move a little bit to the side, I think. Get a proper point of view. Did I accidentally get her too? Nope, she's gonna move. Alright, maybe I can burn these guys here in a second. That's right. Just no, stay there. Don't leave. Ah. All right. Definitely need to just keep wailing on this puppy dog. don't want to hit my companion, though.
I'm ready.
Oops. If I move, I'm going to provoke an attack of opportunity. Cripple blocked by physical armor. That's not good. Oh man, I didn't get to set him on fire. That's unfortunate. Well, Fane, why don't you move back over here into your poison so you can be like healing up while you... Let's get rid of this puppy dog. Oh shit, I set my buddy on fire too. Is it like an AoE fire, or was there something on the ground that it was? Oh, it was the poison! I didn't think about that. I was standing in the poison and I set it on fire. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I may have to redo this fight. I didn't think that it was gonna... I was thinking that the fire is only going to affect the puppy dog. Oh, don't you... Let's... Yeah, that fucked that up. There's a lot of complexity here to understand. Oh no! We went straight into the fight. I was gonna back out and load. Or I was gonna back out and like camp, try to get like full hit points. I guess I just went quick load, so it went straight to this. Oh, can I get up top there? With my ranger? I think I can. Oh, hot damn. Yep. Play both Pathfinder games. Alright. Fane, go over here and stand in this. Burn the ladder. Rogue Trader's a great game. Oh no, Red Prince is almost down. That's not good. Fuck, I don't... Can I chuck a healing potion like you could in Baldur's Gate 3? No, it did not let me do that. I was gonna chuck it like you could in BG3. Alright, let's pen this guy. What? What? No, 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 no. Why did that do that? It like blocked the... Why did it block? Come on, man. Oh, and I didn't get them set on fire. That's unfortunate. I actually don't watch Co-Carnage that much. I just, our likes overlap. In many areas. Not all areas though. Like he's like all in on Arc Raiders like the past month, and I just played like a week, and that was enough for me. Like, but we do overlap in like some of the RPG areas. So, I am up here, and it's not telling me that my path is blocked when I go to shoot, or is it? And I just haven't seen it. I think I just haven't seen where it says your path is blocked, but it shouldn't let you attack if your path is blocked. Well, if he's down, I'm just gonna go. I feel like this is something where I'm gonna have to load a previous save and just back away and rest up fully, because this is really tough. And I've fucked up like twice with my archer because I'm not paying attention to the like. I guess I wasn't seeing where it says your path is blocked. Yeah, right there. Path is interrupted. It shouldn't let me do an attack if my path is interrupted. They're gonna come up and get me. And I think the witch died, so I think I'm just gonna go to a load. Yep. I don't know how to do like a camp. I said I got a bedroll. Is that what I use? Use this to rest. Oh, it's an instant thing. Oh, I also have like this that I could put on the hotbar. Is it similar to Baldur's Gate 3? Well, I mean, this is the game they made before Baldur's Gate 3, so yes, it's very similar in the way that it plays. Yep. So he literally has a bottle of acid on him. Or a poison bottle. Alright. Can you jump in this game like you could in Baldur's Gate 3? I don't see an ability to do so, but there's like a beach down there that I would love to like jump down to and explore. I haven't seen a jump mechanic. Okay. Let's There we go. Alright, you buddy, go on. We're gonna try something here.
Where you planning to go?
No. Now I won't.
It's Magisters. Sir. Ah. Planning an ambush with this scion work. Got any stick for you to chew on?
No idea if that was a good decision or not. One thing we're gonna do right away is we're gonna... Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get... Oh, I can get these two, maybe. Did I accidentally get her? Shit, I didn't mean to accidentally hit her. Now, I should be able to get a nice... There's ways to teleport, says JP. Nice. Okay. I can definitely hit him. Let's get rid of the dog. Alright. Oh, shit! Pretty sure I have a healing spell. Well, we are hurt for sure. Cripple block. This is possibly touch. Nope. It works from a distance. Unfortunately, I need to, like... Can I hit him again? Nice, that wand does quite a bit of damage. Hopefully we can save her. I'm gonna feel really shitty if I can't. Ooh, 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 we're doing damage now. Ow! That all-in ability is gnarly. I like that flute. let's get this dude down. Okay, 2 down. This is a little more manageable this time around. Maybe, I don't know. Red Prince is hurting pretty bad. My path is interrupted, unfortunately. How many action points do I have? I have... Still out of line of sight. Really? I can't get any of these guys? Wait, I can get that guy. Not enough action points. Son of a biscuit eater. Oh no, the Red Prince is down. And I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know if there's a way to res them after the fight or how this works at all. I don't know any of this. Are you fucking serious? I didn't see the hole your path is blocked. God damn it. Fuck me. Sometimes I'm not paying attention. Nice! 1 to go. I don't think I have any res scrolls on me. Path is interrupted. I'm gonna have to... You better survive, Daener. Whatever your name is. Oh, I accidentally hit her with that because it ricocheted. Did I actually shoot her? No, but it's hitting her. Path is interrupted. Fuck me, man. Alright, friendly fire is a thing. I didn't know that. Oh, damn it, and I clicked up top. I may have just fucking lost this by pure accident. Yeah, see, I pissed her off now. I did not mean to do that. Like, now she hates me. Alright, well, I learned some valuable things tonight. But I think that's a good point for me to wrap. As I learn how to play Divinity Original Sin. Holy crap. There's a lot to take in with the combat and everything. Definitely complex. Alright, I'm not gonna go through that again tonight. That's a learning curve for sure. That's way more complex than Baldur's Gate 3, I feel. Because there's friendly fire and everything. I don't know if that's something you could turn off. Tomorrow is Thursday. We might do some Elder Scrolls in the morning. I may decide just to come and do some Skyrim first thing in the morning. I might do this first thing in the morning. I don't know. We're doing all the things right now. I don't think we're going to town tomorrow. Let me check the weather. I mean, we might go to town tomorrow. But if we do, it'll be after the morning session. Yeah, I'll see. I'll see what I feel like in the morning. But we're either going to do Elder Scrolls Online, Skyrim, or this.